Oh my goodness. Ryan Garcia tests dirty, positive for a banned substance the evening before and the evening of the bout. This is your boy JG. This is the Punch Report. We're just going to get into some of the early details. This information just came out, and we just got to break it all down. Let's go. Now, first and foremost, come in. Welcome to the channel. This is the Punch Report. Like, subscribe, hit that bell icon to be notified of the latest and greatest. Let's just get into it. Ryan Garcia, he had an adverse finding. Now, I want to read you some information real quick. Ryan Garcia failed his doping test the day before and the day of his upset win over Devin Haney per a voluntary anti-doping association letter obtained by Mike Coppinger. The tests were taken prior to the fight, but the results weren't known until later. Now, for those who are confused, this is not uncommon. There's numerous examples of individuals who have tested, went on to fight somebody, and then came up hot after the fact. Fights have been overturned and cats have been stripped, and this is not something that's unusual. One of the cases that I would use in more recent memory is Alicia Baumgardner, who went on and fought, did her thing, stopped some chick, and they came out and said she was positive for, whatever the case may be. She went back and forth, eventually was vindicated, but it's a scenario where a bout was allowed to continue despite the fact of an adverse finding. I'm not a scientist, but I think that some of the things that they check for and screen for, it just takes a little bit more time for them to come out. The timetable, the window is pretty tight. So you're talking about the evening before and then the night of the bout. And then, so that was last Saturday, today's Wednesday. So it's been, I guess it's been like 12 days, 13 days or whatnot. Not 13, but 12 days, I believe, since the bout. And now we have these findings. So for individuals, and I'll get into this a little bit later, because Ryan Garcia is going absolutely crazy on Twitter as we speak. I'm on Pacific Standard Time, 7:01 p.m. right now. If you go to the internet right now, it is exploding. Twitter, X, whatever. And he's going absolutely crazy on the internet, blaming Diddy for the test, talking about the Illuminati's trying to get him. He's going crazy on the internet right now. But I want to stay focused on the task at hand. So I told you when the tests were done. Now, the substance I want to kind of walk through a little bit with you all. You're going to find this very, very interesting. Shout out to Devin Haney fans. Now, this is early. He still has an opportunity to have his B samples reviewed and tested and screened for additional adverse findings or otherwise be tested clean. But let's just delve into for a second what he actually tested positive for. The substance is called ostarine, also known as Inbo. I'm not reading none of that. Let's just go with ostarine. But I want you to focus on this. Bodybuilders take it to put on muscle mass, enhance their fat loss speed, and increase strength while on bulking and cutting cycles. Think about the fact that Ryan Garcia didn't even attempt to make weight. He came in very, very full. He said that on the night of the fight, he was 165. If you go back and look at I said this already, you go back, you look at the footage of him in the back. He has his dad on one side, Derek James on the other side. He's sitting in the middle. I'm telling you, the dude was plus 170. He was a big dude. He made no attempt to make weight. I've already said this before. And now you're taking a substance that enhances the speed of your weight loss and increases your overall strength while bulking and or cutting. So essentially you're taking a banned substance that puts you in a position to maintain optimal athletic performance capability while dropping weight and maintaining muscle and strength. Now, what's crazy about this is I'm not going to go too crazy, but if you are a Devin Haney fan, and there's some very fervent, adamant Devin Haney fans out there, I know that you're jumping for joy. I know there's channels right now on YouTube, boxing channels, who ride for Devin Haney crazy, and I know they're feeling really great about the situation or scenario. But here's what I would offer you, though, because I did maybe one, maybe two videos or whatever after the outcome of the bout. If you're Devin and Bill Haney, Ryan Garcia told you straight like that, he wasn't serious about this fight for real. If it all washes out and we're to find out that he really was dirty. B sample comes back, adverse finding. He was telling you guys the entire time, I don't care about rules, regulations, stipulations, or contract language. I don't care. I want to do what I want to do. And he victimized Devin Haney. And I'm not talking about victimizing him from cheating. He victimized him in the ring by beating him brutally. And no matter what happens for Ryan Garcia, if the B sample comes back and it looks crazy, no matter what happens, Devin Haney can't undo the beating that he took. Psychologically and physically, for a young man to get beat the way that he got beat, that doesn't change if Ryan Garcia did dirt. That means your son took unnecessary damage of your Bill Haney against a guy he really had no business fighting, because Ryan Garcia told you, I'm not a professional. I'm not a pro. Ryan Garcia said, I'm not a pro. He demonstrated that over and over and over again. Now he's on the internet right now talking about conspiracies and all sorts of extra stuff. I had a shout out to my man Calvin. I had a coworker of mine ask me a question. Hey, what happened to Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia fight? I explained that. He goes, well, do you think something's really wrong with Ryan Garcia? Absolutely. He is not okay. Ryan Garcia is not okay. This is not an act. He is not okay. On that particular evening, he was able to channel it and do what he needed to do to ensure a victory. But Ryan Garcia is not okay. Straight like that. One of the things that I pointed out was just a significant change from like 3 to 4 years ago in his overall speech pattern. It's completely different. I don't know if it's damage taken. Ryan is not a fighter that's taken a bunch of damage. I don't know if it's substance abuse. I don't know what it is. But Ryan Garcia is going in a direction that is not a positive one. Getting back to the adverse finding. If you're Devin and Bill Haney, the loss was already bad. It was already bad. It was not good, right? The loss was already bad. Now you're looking at the prospect of the fact that you ignored a blatant disregard to missing weight or honoring the weight that was contractually agreed to for your championship belt, getting your son cooked, Devin going out there getting absolutely cooked, filleted, and the dude was dirty and missed weight and was disrespectful. I know that Devin Haney fans and Devin Haney and camp will feel vindicated and they'll be like, yo, we knew something was off and blah, blah, blah. But this makes the mistakes that you made that I've already discussed in a previous video worse. It still makes it worse. It's not better for you. It's worse. Ryan Garcia told you I'm not a professional. And I don't know what's going on with Gervonta Tank Davis talking about they're trying to steal Ryan's win from Devin just because he knocked out Ryan. I would just stay out of it. Stay out of it. Because if they do the B sample, they got 10 days to contest. Test a B sample and see what comes out. If they do that and it comes up dirty again, if you're Gervonta Tank Davis, you just kind of look crazy. I'm just sitting the whole shit out. For the individuals who celebrated the loss and the downfall of Devin Haney, you can really kind of still do that. He took damage that wasn't necessary. He fought a dude he shouldn't have fought, not because he couldn't beat him, but because he didn't care to prepare in a way that was professional and that would allow us to see both fighters at their true best based on previously agreed to terms. If you're a supporter of Ryan Garcia, I'm not saying jump off the bandwagon, but what I am saying is just be super quiet. I have a strong feeling and a suspicion that he's just going to come back dirty. B sample. Because right now, the way he's going crazy on the internet, and he already set this up, right? The whole lead up, we're talking about all sorts of very sensitive subjects about, harm to young ones and Illuminati and all this other extra stuff. So now he gets to go back onto social media and start saying the most insane things about how this is a conspiracy against him. And Cass might go for that. My hope in the situation would be this. Get the letter, figure out what the adverse finding was for, which is public information at this point. Provide all supplements or vitamins you were taking. Cross your fingers and hope something was tainted. Test the B sample and then come out and say, hey, we've been able to identify what happened. This wasn't an intentional deal, blah, 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 whatever the case may be. But that does not remove the opportunity of the possibility of Devin Haney going back to undefeated as a fighter, which I'm sure is definitely exciting for he and camp, as well as Devin Haney fans and supporters. There's going to be a lot more to come on this. This is your boy JG. This is the Punch Report. What are your thoughts? Put them in the comment section right now. As of me recording this video, Ryan Garcia is lighting the whole world on fire on X or Twitter, whatever you want to call it. He's tested positive on 2 samples, the day before and the day of, for a substance that allows for increased athletic performance while cycling on, or bulking or cycling down, and increase weight loss, fat loss in particular. So to lean out quickly while maintaining your ability to perform at a high level and strength. Let me know what you guys are thinking. Ryan Garcia, he out here. Let me know. We out.